Good morning. I just actually arrived from work and it's a beautiful day. I just had this really strong pull to upload a video regarding this crystal that I actually worked with last night at work. It was unexpected. It was because normally I would bring majority of the crystals that I have at work, but it's rare of me like to just work with one. I brought it almost all of them at work, but I actually tried to put two crystals in my pocket for some reason, and I just had that pull. So I actually tried to work with the Tangerine Quartz. Just to share to you, I purchased this Tangerine Quartz last December, early December, and I purchased it from this really wonderful lady. Her name is Kim. She has this online shop selling authentic crystals, and I purchased it from her. And what actually drew me to this crystal was the color at first. I was drawn to it. It's kind of like salmon color, but it's also orangey or rusty, kind of like that. So I was really drawn to it. And when I check out the description, it says something about inner child. And I was like, oh my God. So I guess universe is really asking me to purchase this Tangerine Quartz. And that was really the reason why I got it from Kim, because at first I was drawn to the color. It's like it's calling me. And then when I look at the description, it says something about inner child. It stimulates, by the way, it stimulates the joy of your inner child. And since I'm actually in the path of healing my inner child, I said, oh well, I really should get myself this crystal. So I haven't worked with it really. I just tried to keep it along with my other crystals. But last night, for some reason, I was just about to go to work, and I put, this crystal, Tangerine Quartz, along with the yellow aventurine inside my pocket for some reason. I just chose those two. I don't know why, but I did. And so what I noticed, and this is basically the reason why I'm uploading this video, because I want to share my experience, and hopefully this would be of help to anyone who would actually be interested in getting themselves Tangerine Quartz. Let me show it to you. Hold on, because it's really too dark. Hold on. I'm not sure we can see it. There you go. That's the Tangerine Quartz. I got that for 500 pesos. Probably, yeah, $10 or $11. Yeah, close to $11. So yeah, it's this orangey rusty color. And so I went to work, and what I noticed was that I was like filled with so much energy, like really like a kid, and I didn't even remember the meaning of the Tangerine Quartz. I was like, I didn't really put a lot of attention about the benefits of the Tangerine Quartz, but I just noticed for some reason last night while I was at work, like, there's something wrong with me. Not really wrong, because it's something good, but it's like, this is not so natural of me. I mean, it's not that I'm I'm a type of person who's always so smug or so depressing and all that. I'm pretty much serious at work as well, because I have to work hard. But what I noticed while working with it last night was that I'm this kind of like in this mood where I'm too jumpy and bouncy. It's like I'm a kid, it's like I'm a kid. I'm so happy, I'm so cheerful and all that, and I was like, oh wow, this Tangerine Quartz is really working well for me. And so it was only before, going home that I realized that I had it in my pocket, that, okay, this Tangerine Quartz really helped me, boost that kind of mood. And so, anyway, some information that I know about Tangerine Quartz, aside from it stimulates, okay, the joyful feeling of your inner child and all that, it is really good for healing. It's good for healing your emotional traumas, anything that is negative. You can work with the Tangerine Quartz to get rid of those emotional traumas or even the psychic attacks that you've had. So this is really, really a great crystal to work with. Another information that I got about Tangerine Quartz is that it also helps you to not really to get rid of that limiting beliefs. It will improve your self-esteem and discernment. It's also good for manifestation. And it resonates with the solar plexus chakra. So it gives you that vitality, that energy. And that's exactly what I felt last night. And so I was like, oh my God, I need to, I need to upload a video about it, and hopefully for those people who's interested, maybe you'd like to get yourself one from a trusted source, of course, of genuine crystals. And another thing, it's weird because I actually purchased that along with hematite, and these two are actually, work so well together. They say that you can actually combine hematite and Tangerine Quartz, and they work so well together. And I didn't know about that because the first time I purchased it at Kim's online shop, I was like, I wanted to get the, there are actually 3 crystals that I got. That was the Tangerine Quartz, and then the hematite, and then the carnelian. There you go. And then what else? Okay, another thing that I've learned about Tangerine Quartz is that it's also good for past life healing. So I know that not all people are open to past life, but I am. But to each is his own. But yeah, it's really good for past life healing. So if you had issues in the past life, any regrets, any guilt that you're still carrying in this current life, then working with the Tangerine Quartz to release those is very, very beneficial for you. It's going to help you. And speaking of past life, it's funny because I just came across one of my father's books that he actually gave me. He actually owned that book, and I kept that book for so long. I treasure it for so long. And it's something to do with past life. And I guess on the next recording, I'm actually being pulled as well to do an audio recording about my inputs regarding past life, regressions and all that, or past life. Again, not all people are going to believe it, but it's okay. Again, to each is his own. We're not forcing or pushing anyone to believe on it. We're just going to base it from our own personal beliefs or experience, okay? But yeah, I'm being pulled to talk about past life soon, probably an audio recording about that. But just to share right now, my father, who's actually the best man of my life, he was my best friend, my mentor, and I kept on repeating that all of the close people, or the people that I know are close to me, knows how much I love my dad. He's also my spirit guide, by the way. And as a kid, I'd always have that one-on-one with my dad. He's my mentor, really. He would always teach me about really profound topics about life, about past life, and even before The Secret came out, or Law of Attraction, he was already discussing that to everybody in the family, my siblings and I. Normally, every 5 o'clock in the afternoon, or once he arrives from work, we would all gather and we'd all have that talks about past life, about even UFOs, ghosts, or psychics. That's where we actually got it from, not realizing back then that my father had that gift, because he never told us, really, openly told us about his abilities. And so, but now I finally realize why at a very young age he would share all of those topics to us. And so, yeah, one of those topics was about past life. actually. And my father, I remember because he had a past life regression with Jaime Licauco. Go look that up. The last name is spelled as Licuaco. He's also a psychic, and my father attended a lot of his seminars and all that. And he also underwent a past life regression with Jaime or Jimmy Licauco, and he found out that he was actually a high priest of Egypt. And it's funny because I found out about my past life, just one of those past life, and I'm also an Egyptian in my past life. But yeah, I'll talk about that on the next audio recording. But let me just share you before I wrap this video up. This is actually the book that, so it's so dark, I'm sorry. This is actually the book that my father owns, and I kept it until now. It's You Have Been Here Before. So it's a psychologist looks at past life. Very great book. Old one too, but this is one of my favorite book about past life. It's a page turner. Clients sharing their experience. They did some hypnosis, and they were able to uncover several past life experiences or lifetimes of her clients. So yeah, great book, really. But on the next audio recording, I definitely, talk about, some of my, if not next, just the right time where I feel that I need to talk about my thoughts about past life. And also I never actually experienced regression, but I did a past life reading with my close psychic friend, and I found out a lot of things about my past life. So yeah, that's something I'd talk about definitely when there's time. But anyway, that's it. So it's funny, I'm bringing up the past life because they say that the Tangerine Quartz is also good for healing past life issues. All right, it's 12 minutes already, and I'm going to sleep soon. All right, I know I sleep during the day and I'm awake at night. All right, so in Japanese I'm gonna say ohasumi nasai. Ohasumi, because it's Ohio, which is good morning, oyasumi, which is good night. But anyway, good morning night. Love and light. See ya. Goodbye.